There is a moment when all human skill fails, when the experts have no answers, when the only hope comes from the last person you would trust. Paul stood in that moment, and the ship was saved by the word of a prisoner. This is the story of sovereignty in the storm. Paul, a prisoner on a Roman ship, one breath from the edge of the abyss, 276 lives balanced on a single decision, his warning ignored, the sea about to claim them all. You know what it is to be unheard, to speak truth into a room that trusts experience more than insight, to watch pride sail straight into disaster. Can a voice in chains still carry authority when the sky turns black? The southern coast of Crete, a curve of land cradling the water like a hand. Fair havens, the name itself a whisper of promise. Sun-bleached stone, shallow waves lapping at a crescent shore. A bay that folds inward, sheltered, calm. The kind of place where sailors sigh and drop anchor with relief. But the rock formations, jagged teeth beneath the surface, don't show themselves until it's too late. This is no true harbor, just a pause, a deception dressed in stillness. Late October. The air carries the salt, dry sting of ending seasons. The olive harvest done, the fields stripped bare. The fast has come and gone, the day of atonement, its silence a warning written in the calendar. Winter's breath stirs in the north. The sea, once predictable, now holds its breath before the lunge. Julius, the centurion, stands at the rail, his boots planted wide. His hand rests on the hilt of his sword, but his eyes are on the water. He must choose. Stay in this half-haven, where supplies dwindle and morale frays, or push westward toward Phoenix, a port with deeper moorings, a mouth that opens to the south and west, sheltered from the worst winds. A better place, a safer place, or so the map suggests. The ship's pilot and owner gather near, their voices low, urgent. They've sailed these waters for years. They know the tides, the currents, the moods of the wind. They argue for movement. One more day's sail, just one. The sky is clear, the air still. They gesture toward the horizon, empty, open. They do not look at Paul. Paul, bound in chain and reputation, a man from Tarsus, yes, but also a man who has seen visions, who has stood before governors, who has felt the weight of revelation. He speaks. His voice cuts through the murmurs. Do not sail. Stay. Death and destruction await if you go. They turn away. A flicker of amusement in the pilot's eyes. The owner spits into the bilge. What does a prisoner know of wind and wave? Then, soft at first, a south wind rises. Gentle, steady. It fills the sail like a sigh. The ropes hum. The deck tilts slightly. The anchor is hauled up, dripping black mud. The oars dip. The ship glides forward, hugging the coast. Smiles return, shoulders relax. The men cheer. The wind is with them. The gods favor their course. The prisoner was wrong. The experts were right. The sky, moments ago a dome of pale blue, now bruises at the edges. Clouds gather, thick, fast, boiling down from the mountains of Crete. Not rain clouds, not ordinary storm clouds. These are the kind that move with purpose. A wall of vapor, towering, roaring. The temperature drops. The wind shifts. No warning. A new force tears at the sail. Not from the south now, from the northeast. A monster wind, a Euroclydon. A wind that doesn't blow, it attacks. The sea answers. Waves rise like black hills. The ship is caught, wind driving it, current dragging it southward. The rudder strains. The men lash it in place. They lower the sea anchor, but the rope snaps like thread. The deck tilts. Water crashes over the bow. The sound, wood groaning, men shouting, ropes whipping like snakes. They cut the tackle from the mainsail. Too late. It flaps, then tears. The wind owns it now. The ship is a leaf, tossed, spun, helpless. They drift. No control, no direction. Southward, always southward. Away from Crete, away from land, into the open throat of the Mediterranean. The pilot stares at the water. The owner crouches, arms over his head. The experts silent, their knowledge drowned in the roar, their confidence shattered by the sheer violence of the sky. 276 souls, trapped in wood and water, no shore in sight. The horizon a jagged line of storm, the stars gone, the compass useless. The only sound, the creak of the hull, the slap of waves, the ragged breath of men praying in the dark. The bay that promised safety? A lie. The geography? A trap. The anchor they dropped? Now a ghost in the deep. The ship is no longer a vessel. It is a coffin, adrift on a sea that does not care who lives or dies. The dock. At twilight, wood warped by salt and time, ropes coiled like sleeping serpents, then taut, pulled by wind that does not ask permission. They creak, a low groan, like bone under strain, each fiber stretched thin, holding, always holding, just like the ship, just like the men. Grain, not just grain, wheat from Egypt, golden tons stacked in the belly of the vessel, bound for Rome's hungry mouth. The city breathes only if the ships arrive. No wheat, no bread, no bread, no peace. To cast it overboard is to spit in the face of Caesar. It is failure carved into law. Duty is not a word here. It is weight. It presses on the chest. It bends the spine. The hull shudders. Planks split. They bind it now with cables, iron-laced ropes wound like bandages on a dying body. Each turn a prayer, each knot a plea. The ship should have broken days ago, yet it holds, not by strength, by desperation. Darkness, not night, not the soft fall of evening. This is total. The sky sealed shut, clouds thick as tombstone. No moon, no star, no flicker of light to guide a soul. They lower the sea anchor, a stone chained, dropped into the void. It drags, slows the drift, but does not stop it. They are blind, floating in a black bowl. No edge, no bottom, just the hush of water against wood, the occasional drip from a soaked rope, the breath of men who no longer speak. Julius, centurion, boots planted, jaw clenched. His hand finds the hilt again, not for threat, for anchor. He carries more than a sword. He carries the lives of prisoners, bound, chained, including the one who spoke, Paul, the one who warned, the one they ignored. Roman law is simple. Lose a prisoner, lose your head. His neck aches, not from the storm, from the thought of the axe. The sailors, men who have crossed this sea 100 times, now sit, hunched, blankets pulled over their heads, salt crusts their beards. Their eyes are hollow. They do not check the rigging, do not scan the sky. They have seen the end, and it looks like this. Silence, stillness, a ship that moves but goes nowhere. They begin to throw things overboard, not the grain yet. First, the tackle, the spare sails, the oars they no longer use, then the mast, the pulleys. One by one they strip the ship bare, as if shedding skin, as if the vessel itself must become lighter to die with dignity. Hope, gone, not faded, not dimmed, extinguished, like a lamp with no oil. The text says it plainly, they gave up. Not of rescue, not of land, of being saved. As if salvation itself had abandoned them, as if the gods had turned their faces away and walked into the east. The sea, not water, not a path, the abyss. The old ones knew, the Greeks, the Phoenicians. The deep is where order ends, where the world unravels. To be lost here is to be unmade. No name, no memory, just foam and silence. The realm of Leviathan, of chaos, of the thing that swallows whole. And Paul stands, not at the bow, not shouting, just standing, amidst the stripped decks, amidst the silence, amidst the men who have stopped believing in dawn. His feet planted on the same wood, his breath steady, his eyes open. He does not flinch from the dark. He does not fear the weight. He carries another kind of burden, not of grain, not of chains, but of knowing, of having seen the hand that holds the storm, the voice that speaks into the void, the promise that does not break even when the world does. The ropes tighten, The wind howls, the ship groans, and the centurion watches the prisoner, not with scorn now, with something else, something raw, something unnamed. The weight is still here, crushing, endless, but in the center of it, stillness. A man who does not tremble, a voice that has not yet spoken, but will. 14 nights, no bread, no strength, just the hollow rattle of hunger in ribs, the sour taste of salt on cracked lips. The deck slick with spray and despair. Men curled like driftwood, eyes sunken, breath shallow. Then, movement. Paul rises, not with a shout, not with a lunge, but slow, deliberate, as if gravity itself yields to his will. His chains do not clink, they hang heavy, but silent. He stands among the wreckage of their pride, among the stripped masts, the frayed ropes, the husk of a ship that should have shattered days ago. And he speaks. You should have listened. The words land like stones in still water. No venom, no triumph, just truth, cold, unbent. The pilot flinches. The owner turns his face to the dark. They know it. They felt it in the silence, in the way the wind mocked their charts. But Paul does not leave them there. He leans into the storm. I urge you to take heart. A shift, not in tone, in gravity, as if the air thickens around his voice. He lifts his face, not to the sky, but inward, to a place beyond wind and wave. An angel of the God I serve stood beside me tonight. The claim hangs, not shouted, not whispered, stated, like the fact of the sea, like the weight of the chains. The men stir, not belief, not yet, but attention, a flicker in dead eyes. The message comes, precise. You must stand before Caesar. Not, you might. Not, perhaps. Must. A decree carved in the fabric of things. And then, the widening. God has granted you all who sail with you. All. Not just the centurion, not just the soldiers, not just the prisoner, the pilot, the owner, the nameless sailor shivering in the bilge. All. The promise spreads like oil on water, covering every soul, every breath, every drop of sweat and salt. Then the command, not a plea, not a suggestion. Eat. A single syllable, sharp, final. He bends, reaches into the remnants of provisions, pulls out bread. Not fresh, hard, crusted, but bread. He lifts it, palms open, fingers spread, and he gives thanks. Not quietly, not to himself, to God, in the gale, in the dark, in the presence of men who have not prayed in days. His voice, clear, resonant, not drowned by the wind, carried by it. The act of breaking bread, not ritual, not routine, a defiance, a declaration. Here, in the belly of chaos, faith takes form, in flour and yeast, in gratitude spoken over crumbs. The soldiers stare. Julius watches, hand loose on his sword. The sailors blink, as if seeing light for the first time. One by one, they reach, take bread, chew, swallow. No feast, but sustenance, and with it, something returns. Not strength, not yet, but the will to endure. The breath deepens, shoulders lift. The silence breaks, not with cheers but with the sound of chewing, of swallowing, of life rekindling. Then, the surf, a new sound. Not wind, not wave, a low, constant roar, like stone grinding on stone. The sailors stiffen. One crouches, ear to the deck, nods. Land, near, but not safe. A reef, a shore that tears ships apart. Panic flickers. The sailors move, quiet, furtive, to the lifeboat. They lower it, rope by rope, into the black water. A shadow detaches, begins to pull away. Paul sees, speaks again. to Julius. Unless these men stay in the ship, you cannot be saved. No accusation, no drama, a fact, like the tide. The centurion hesitates. Then, action. Soldiers surge, axes flash, ropes severed. The lifeboat drops, drifts, swallowed by the night. The sailors freeze. No escape, only the ship, only fate. Then, the strike. A grinding shudder. The hull lurches, wood screams. The bow lifts, then crashes down. Sand. They're on a sandbar. The sea, enraged, hammers the vessel. Planks splinter. Water surges through the belly. The ship is coming apart. Men scramble, climb, grab anything that floats. The soldiers draw swords, turn toward the prisoners. The law is clear. No escape. Kill them, now. Julius raises a hand, stops them, looks at Paul, not with mercy, with recognition. The angel's word echoes, God has granted you all. He shields Paul. The swords lower, not for justice, for survival, for the unseen hand that has held them this far. The ship fractures. A plank tears free, a mast collapses, men leap, some swim, some cling to wreckage. The sea pulls, drags, but the shore is close, 100 yards, 50. The surf hurls bodies onto sand, one by one, gasping, crawling, alive. Dawn comes, not with fanfare, with a pale wash over the eastern rim. The sky bleeds grey into gold, the storm spent. The sea, calmer now, lapping at broken timbers. Men lie on the beach, salt-caked, shivering, but breathing, looking at one another, at the shore, at the man who stood, who spoke, who broke bread in the dark. No fanfare, no crowns, just sand and sky, and the slow, steady beat of hearts that refuse to stop. This wreckage, not an accident, a mirror, the world adrift, cracked hull, torn sails, a vessel meant for passage now caught in the teeth of dissolution. The sea does not care for maps. The storm does not heed skill. Here, in the shudder of splitting timber, the whole condition of man is laid bare. We build, we navigate, we trust the keel, the rudder, the hand on the helm. And then, wind. Not a gust, a force, a voice without words that says, "You are not in charge." The pilot, his charts now pulp in the bilge, his knowledge useless. The compass spins, the stars are gone. Human wisdom, proud in daylight, drowns in the dark. It cannot feed the hungry, cannot calm the breath, cannot speak to the waves. It offers no bread, only silence when the belly gnaws on itself. The ship, oak and iron, rope and nail, built to endure. But wood rots, iron rusts, the mast falls, the deck buckles. What we cling to, our structures, our systems, our false permanence, splinters under the weight of chaos. Security is a story we tell until the story ends. Paul, not standing on the deck as a hero, but as a sign, a man in chains, yet unbound, his voice not loud, but deep, carrying. He holds no weapon, only a loaf, only a word, only a God who speaks in midnight. He is the church, not in triumph, in trial, not in cathedrals, in chains, speaking life when all else screams death. The servant who bears the message, not because he is strong, but because he is surrendered. The bread, not golden, not warm, hard, dry, cracked like desert earth. He lifts it, palms open, fingers spread, and gives thanks. Not after deliverance, before, in the belly of the storm, in the hour of breaking. This is no ritual, this is remembrance. This is echo, the same motion in an upper room, the same hands that would one day be nailed, now breaking bread for the dying. Jesus, in Gethsemane, giving thanks before the cross. Paul, on a sinking deck, giving thanks before the wreck. One act, across time, across suffering, the same faith, the same surrender. Stay in the ship, not advice. A command, a mystery. The lifeboats, gone, cut loose. The men must remain in the very thing that is being destroyed. So it is with Christ. We do not escape the cross. We abide in it. We do not flee the suffering. We endure in the body that is breaking. Safety is not in the raft. It is in the wreckage. Not in escape. In obedience. In staying. In trusting that the vessel, though shattered, is still the means of salvation. The lifeboats, crafted by hands, made to save, but false. They promise rescue. They offer flight. But salvation is not in our plans, not in our schemes, not in the quiet betrayal of cutting loose under cover of dark. The real deliverance comes through the storm, not around it. The lifeboat sinks, the ship breaks, but the souls reach shore. The ship destroyed, planks scattered, masts buried in sand, yet every soul saved, not one lost. The vessel perishes, the people live. This is the cross, Christ broken, the temple curtain torn, the body given, and through the ruin, life. Not in spite of the destruction, because of it. The grain must fall into the earth. The ship must break upon the shore. Death is the doorway. The cross is the keel. I believe God. Not a shout, not a prayer, a statement, simple, final. Like a nail driven into wood. No hesitation, no qualification. He does not say, I hope. He does not say, I think. He believes. And that belief is not emotion. It is anchor. It holds in the surge. It grips the seabed of eternity. When the world is unmoored, this is what remains, the soul's tether. 276. Not a number, a multitude. From every corner, soldiers, sailors, prisoners, strangers, all drawn through the storm by one man's faith, one voice, one obedience. So the nations are gathered, not by power, not by force, by the faithfulness of the one who stands in the center of the storm and speaks the name of God. The storm, not a detour, not a disaster, the path, the very means. God did not calm the wind to fulfill his purpose. He used the wind, the waves, the hunger, the breaking, the darkness. The storm was not against the plan, it was the plan. The waves carried them exactly where they needed to be, not to comfort, to deliverance. Sovereignty, not a smooth sea, not a cloudless sky. It is the hand on the rudder beneath the waves. It is the voice in the gale. It is the promise spoken over the roar. God is not absent in the tempest. He is most present, not in stilling it, in riding it, in using it. Purpose burns brightest in the dark. Christ, the true pilot, the unseen captain, not on the deck, in the storm, walking the waves, holding the ship in his hands, not to prevent the wreck, to bring it through, to the shore, to the dawn, to life. He does not promise calm waters, he promises presence. He does not save us from the sea, he saves us through it. And when the sand scrapes the hull, when the wood screams, when the end seems near, he is there, not with a fanfare, with a whisper, with a loaf, with a word. I believe God. And the dawn comes, morning, soft, a hush over the land. Light spills across the hills, gentle as breath on glass. Green folds into green, rolling like a slow tide beneath a sky washed clean. Dew clings to grass blades, trembling, each one tipped with silver. The air cool and damp against the skin, carrying the scent of earth waking, rich, dark, alive. No thunder, no salt sting, no roar of waves tearing at timber, only stillness, the kind that settles into bones. Malta, a name spoken in the quiet now, not a destination plotted, but a landing given. The shore beneath your feet is real, grainy sand, warm where the sun has touched it, cold just beneath the surface. You stand, not floating, not fighting, standing. The text says, strangers offered fire, bread, dry cloaks, simple things, no grand gestures, just hands reaching. The ones called barbarians, uncivilized, they said, knew how to care, knew how to see bodies shivering and act, not because of law, not because of duty, because something deeper moved in them, a rhythm older than fear. God prepares. Not a palace, not a fortress, a clearing in the trees, a meal shared in silence, a place where the wind does not bite, where the ground does not shift. After the heaving dark, after the sky vanished and the sea became a fist, this, warmth, bread breaking, a cup passed hand to hand. No questions, just presence. He does not rush you into the next storm. He lets you feel the sun, lets you taste food that does not shake in your hands. And now, your breath, not ragged, not shallow, deep, filling spaces that were tight for so long. What storm have you carried? The one no one sees, the one inside the chest, behind the eyes. The worry that hums in the blood at 3 a.m., the job slipping through fingers, the child who won't speak, the body that aches without reason, the grief that sits like stone in the throat. You've held the rail, felt the deck tilt, watched the experts turn their faces away, charts useless, voices silent, the ones you trusted, gone. Or worse, still here, but with nothing to offer. But the word remains, not loud, not polished, spoken in a prison, repeated on a deck. Take heart. Not because the wind stops, because the one who walks on water still walks, still speaks, still holds. You must stand before the King, not after the storm passes, now, even here, even broken, even tired. That call does not wait for perfect conditions. It stands in the wreckage and says, "You are seen." Sovereignty. Not a doctrine carved in stone, not a debate for scholars. It is the hand that kept your head above water when you stopped kicking. It is the breath you forgot to notice until it was gone. It is the reason the ship broke, and you did not. Not a theory, a thread, thin, strong, woven through every moment you thought was the end. So do not strive to calm the sea. Do not strain to fix the mast. Do not rebuild the lifeboat. Rest. Let the waves carry what they will. The shore is not earned. It is reached. By grace, by grip, by the unseen current that pulled you here. Not a hair lost, not a moment forgotten. Every fracture, every cry, held. The drift ends, not with a shout, with a sigh. The body unclenching, the mind releasing its hold on the dark. The safety of his will, not a destination far off. It is this, the grass beneath you, the light on your face, the slow return of peace. Landfall. Not because you navigated, because you were carried. And now, sleep. Deep, unafraid. The storm is behind, the King is near, and you are home.